This week's blog post is the 10th in my series on visiting the Wadsworth Atheneum in Hartford, Connecticut. This is Bacchante with Infant Fawn by Frederick MacMonnies, 1894. Bacchante is one of my favorite sculptures, mostly for the expression on that child's face, which I've never quite managed to capture in a photo. But I keep trying. The Wadsworth has a small version, this is, 18 inches high, that was sold to a wider audience than the full-scale version, which is 7 feet tall. The Metropolitan Museum and the Brooklyn Museum both have the larger versions. For more on MacMonnies, see my Artist Entrepreneurs, St. Gaudens, MacMonnies, and Parish. In the early 20th century, Harriet Whitney frismoth, 1880 to 1980, created dozens of charming sculptures, mostly for gardens. Not being in the new abstract, non-representational style, her sculptures received little critical attention or acclaim. As a result, they were not collected by major museums. The Metropolitan has only 2 of her works, but the Wadsworth, bless its old-fashioned soul, has 3 of them on exhibition. This is the Star on the left and Extase on the right. Like Frismoth's The Vine, which the Metropolitan Museum has, this piece was inspired by a pose struck by a professional dancer. I don't actually know what a Slavonic dance looks like or how a dancer would move if he were performing it, but this piece makes me imagine that I know. This is a bust of Lincoln Kerstein by Isamu Noguchi. Noguchi is known for his abstract pieces, but until around 1940 he did create some representational works, including the huge aluminum relief called News that's on the Associated Press building at Rockefeller Center in Manhattan. See my post on News for more on Noguchi's progression from representational to abstract works. The subject of this bust, Lincoln Kerstein, 1907 to 1996, became the co-founder of the New York City Ballet, where he served as general director from 1946 to 1989. When this bust was created, though, he was still a student at Harvard. And finally for this week, because I'm big on integration, by the time Frismoth was creating the charming sculptures that I just showed you, Frank Lloyd Wright, 1867 to 1959, was internationally famous for designs such as his prairie-style houses and the Unity Temple in Oak Park, Illinois. Wright created this table in the Wadsworth around 1918 for a home that was commissioned by sake brewer Tezaemon Yamamura. Shortly after Wright completed that project in Osaka, Japan, he spent 3 more years in Japan designing the Imperial Hotel in Tokyo. That's it for now. DianeDurantewriter.com has hundreds of posts on sculpture, painting, architecture, and my other obsessions. To join the free Sunday recommendations email list, visit the URL that's on your screen or email me. And you can say, "Well done, Diane," or support my work and receive rewards by means of the tip jar on DianeDurantewriter.com. Thank you as always for listening.